22 trades and 1 losing trade in the private trading group. So some people had mentioned to me that they were struggling a little bit. And then by doing a little deeper analysis, we end up figuring out that some people are trading other things along with the model that I trade in the morning. So one of the things that I try to be very cautious about, especially when there's new people, is to start taking trades that are discretionary to other things that I'm seeing. Okay, so if you join the private trading group, I mention this every single time, 90% of our time is focused on the model that you just saw here, all right, on these stats. So 90% of the time we're focusing on this kind of stuff, and then the other 10% of the time I'm looking at another thing, and then I may say, oh, I'm taking a long on gold because I like this and such, but we're spending 90% of the time on this. So when you're coming into that group, you have a baggage of prior experience, and you're probably trying to use some of that stuff in conjunction or instead of that model here. And that, in a lot of times, is a detriment to what you're trying to learn with the private trading group in there. So what I suggest and what I tell everybody, and this was a nice little clean reminder, to get back to basics, okay? And I do this when I was in the medical field, when I was training nurses and doctors and, you know, people who had, whether it's 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years of experience, we tend to stray away from the basics of, you know, what got us success in the first place, what got us performance, what got us our results. So I always try to bring the message of let's get back to basics. And what are the basics? So we have a strategy. If you want to trade something else, or if you want to sparkle a little bit of your secret sauce on there, do that on a parallel account, okay? Have one account that is dedicated to what we do and be in that silo, and then have another account or other accounts that you can have your creativity sessions in there. But don't cross-contaminate what we're doing, because if you've been struggling in the past 2 weeks, it doesn't make sense, okay? At the very minimum, you should be, if ever you really struggled, you should be at break even or still in profit if you struggled with this strategy, okay? So it's always good, and this happens multiple times per year, and I even get caught in that kind of stuff. Sometimes my trading is a little off par, and I have to tell myself, Jay, stop being a fucking idiot. Like,